Welcome to Module 14. Well, we've really learned a lot so far. All the HTML and the CSS and the JavaScript. I hope you all understood the way that all flows together. The HTML obviously shows it to you, gets you the content. The CSS makes it fancy and easy to format from page to page. And then the JavaScript makes it come alive. So that's why we learned those all together. If you find that you enjoyed this and you're interested in web design, that's just a tiny little piece. Obviously, baby steps. There's a lot more for you to learn, but I hope that that this gave you at least a little bit of a taste of what web development is all about. And I look forward to seeing all your JavaScript. I didn't see those yet. I apologize for the kerfuffle with code.org. They didn't send out any email about it. I had no idea that they decided to not allow JavaScript. But from those of you that switched it over, I didn't hear of any problems so far. I apologize for the extra work and having to move the whole thing over. And I look forward to seeing your videos explaining the whole thing. Just so you know, I'll mention this later on, but at the end of the year, there's a competition. It's not a competition. A challenge and a display, showcase really more of computer science things, which would include websites. So if you're interested in entering yours in the challenge, just something to think about for later on in the year. Okay, so in Module 13, there was a ton of concepts, computer programming concepts, things that you probably heard before, that were reinforced. You can't hear them too often. A lot of them are so confusing. To hear them over and over again is really important. The little quiz that was 13.6, I really wanted to make sure that you really understood the concepts behind most of those. So if you want to take a look at I don't know if you're in the habit of going back and looking at the pages after I marked them up, I did list those items that I didn't think you fully understood, and you're more than welcome to go back and resubmit the quiz and just do those items. Like, don't redo the ones you already did and got right. Just redo the ones that I had put on that page. But let me know. Send me an email and let me know that you've done it so I can go back and adjust your grade. But mainly it's that I want you to understand, obviously, those items. Now, and then the following page, I asked you if there were ones you didn't understand. I did try to explain those all on the page. So if you go back and take a look, please look at those and see if that I answered your questions. And if I didn't, I'm happy to meet with you again and go through any of those things. Now you're going to learn a lot more about a bunch of those concepts when we get into the Python part of the course. Which will happen in, I guess, about a month or so. We're going to actually start and work on Python. But in the meantime, we're going to take a little break from crazy brain stuff, and we're going to hopefully have some fun for the next few rotations. So we're going to start in Module 14 discussing augmented and virtual reality, which at this point you guys are probably totally familiar with. But if you're not, you'll learn more about it. I do ask you, at one point there is one assignment asks you to find some non-gaming applications for those and to write a little bit of an essay, like pull an article up, and to comment on each other's as well. So you'll see that. I think you'll have fun with that. And then the hands-on, you're going to actually be programming in a little bit of a AR, VR environment. It's called CoSpaces. And it is block-based coding, which kind of seems like we're taking a step back. But it's just for fun and to understand the idea of what it's like to code or to even work in a 3D space, which it took me a long time to get used to. But I'm sure you guys are smart and excited, and you'll have fun doing it. So for this CoSpace project, it's going to last for 2 modules. And what I want you to do is for the 2 modules altogether, I want you to at least put in 5 hours worth of work on that project. Okay, you can split it. It'll be split between those 2 rotations. But I have one of the pages is kind of like to log your activity, and I want to make sure that you're not like sitting down and doing 3-4 hours all at one time, or the 6 hours all at one time. So I want you to log each time you even think about your project, whether you're looking at tutorials, because you're going to have to learn how to use CoSpaces on your own. There's a whole bunch of tutorials, so you'll figure it out. But there's a little work that you have to do to figure out what it is and how it works and what you want to do, and then come up with an idea. So there would be looking at tutorials. There would be, maybe sketching out what you want to do. The other thing is, part of CoSpaces, you can use what's called a merge cube. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but this little like 3D kind of like just little block. And the idea is that you can look at it, use it in augmented reality, where you look like through your cell phone at it, and it does all kinds of things. So you can actually program that in CoSpaces. That could be your project. So take a look at, you don't have to if you don't want to, but take a look. There's some videos on that explain it. Hopefully you'll get your creative juices flowing and you'll have fun with it. And I can't wait to see what you come up with. So if you have any questions about the hard work we did in Module 13, or the fun work we're going to be doing in this module and the next, I'm available anytime. So guys, take care, and we'll talk to you soon.